A very good morning, everyone. Hello, dear students. I hope you all are fine and taking care of yourself. So, children, today I am going to discuss evaluation part of this chapter, The Fortunate Peddler. Yes, children, in the last class, what we have learned? We have learned about a lucky peddler. Yes, so children, today in this class, we are going to discuss the evaluate part of this chapter. Okay, after evaluation part, you have to write the question answers in your notebook. Okay, so let's get started. Open your English textbook, page number 17. Okay, answer these questions. Here, what we have to do, we have to read these questions. Section A. Yes. What we have to do, we have to read these questions. So, children, answer these questions. Question number 1. Where did the peddler live? Yes. Where did the peddler live? So tell me the answer, children. Already we have completed this chapter. Yes. Then think and answer. Yes, children. So tell me, the peddler lived in a place called Norfolk in England. Yes. The peddler lived in a place called Norfolk in England. Okay. Now read the second question. What did the peddler do for a living? What did the peddler do for a living? Yes, the peddler went from one place to another selling things. Yes, as we know that what is meant by peddler? Yes, peddler means a person who goes from one place to another to sell things. Yes, so a peddler went from one place to another selling things. Now, read the third question, children. What did he tell his wife? What did he tell his wife? Yes, the answer is the peddler told his wife that the past 1 week he had been having the strange dream. Yes, the peddler told his wife that for the past 1 week he had been having a strange dream. In the dream, he heard a voice. Yes, what was that voice? The voice telling him that if he stood on the London Bridge, he would hear good news. Yes, children? Okay. So now the question number 4. Why did not he bother to go to London at first? Why did not he bother to go to London at first? Here he refers to that peddler. Okay. Now tell me the answer. The peddler did not bother to go to London at first because he thought it would be difficult for him to walk such a long distance and sleep under the tree along the way. Yes, children, once again I will repeat the answer. The peddler did not bother to go to London at first because he thought it would be difficult for him to walk such a long distance and sleep under the trees along the way. Yes? Okay. Now the fourth question is over. Yes? Now come to section B. Choose the right options to answer these questions. Okay? So choose what you have to do here. We have to choose the right options. So they have given 4 options. So what we have to do? We have to choose the right option here. The question is, why did the peddler finally decide to go to London? Why did the peddler finally decide to go to London? Option A, he wanted peace of mind as the dream persisted. Persisted means, yes, as we know, what is meant by persisted? Persisted means continued. Yes. So here, tell me the answer. Yes, you are right. He wanted peace of mind. Yes, children, he wanted peace of mind as the dream persisted. So here option A is right. Okay. Now see here question number 2. Why did the peddler feel like a fool in London? Yes, option A, his wife used to make fun of him. Option B, people laughed at him for standing on the bridge. Option C, every day he stood on the bridge waiting for something to happen, but it did not happen. So he was worried about wasting money for no reason. Which option is right? Tell me. Yes, option C is right. Yes, children. Every day he stood on the bridge waiting for something to happen, but it did not. Yes, children? Okay. Now, think and answer. Okay. How did the shopkeeper's words help the peddler fulfill his dream? Now tell me. Think and answer. How did the shopkeeper's words help the peddler fulfill his dreams? Yes. So children, when the shopkeeper spoke about his dream, the peddler realized that he had just described his own house in Norfolk. So he quickly returned home and found the treasure in his own garden. Yes, when the shopkeeper spoke about his dream, the peddler realized that he had just described his own house. So he quickly returned home and found the treasure in his own garden. Yes. Now read the second question. Even though the peddler felt like a fool for standing on the London Bridge, he did not give up easily. Yes, think of times when you did not give up on something and how it helped you. Okay, children. Now just imagine, even though the peddler felt like a fool, yes, for standing on the London Bridge and he did not get any good news, yes, but he did not give up easily. Yes, children. So think of times when you did not give up on something and how it helped you. Yes. So the peddler had a statue made of himself to tell everyone that he believed and followed his dream. Yes. Now see here. Now turn the page. Page number 18. Okay, you have to complete your fair, because after each chapter what you have to do, you have to write everything in your notebook and you have to complete your fair. Okay, children, is that clear? So here see, using grammar. So as already we learned noun, pronoun, parts of speech, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Yes, we have already learned this. So here see, nouns can be either singular, that is one, or plural, that is more. So singular means one, plural means more. Yes. So here look at this picture. Boy, boys. So singular, boy, many boys. So nouns can be either singular and plural. Okay. So here table, tables. In these words we found the plural noun by adding s to the singular noun. Yes or no, children? So what we have to do here, see, write these words in the plural form. What we have to do, we have to write these words in the plural form. Okay. Coin, coins. We have to add s at the ending of the word. Yes, and at the ending of the singular word, what we have to add? We have to add s to make it plural. Is that clear? So coin, coins. Garden, gardens. Statues. Shop, shops. Ear, ears. Thing, things. Dream, dreams. Tree, trees. House, houses. Wig, wigs. So children, something we need to add an es to the noun to make it plural, like x, ch, s. Yes, at the ending of these words what we have to do, we have to add es. Okay, is that clear? Now write these words in the plural form. Watches, brushes, bunches, buses, churches, classes, glasses, dishes, dresses, foxes. Okay. Here in such words like ending words like ch, s, x. So what we have to use, what we have to add, we have to add es. Okay. Now turn the page. Okay. Page number C. Page number 19. Section C. Okay. Articles. So children, we will read articles deeply in other videos. Okay. In the next video, we will learn articles. But here, let's discuss these articles. What is mean by article? So children, are here what you have to do, see here section C. Here the peddler hurried home and this is what he found. So what we have to do, we have to complete this paragraph with suitable articles to see what he discovered. Okay children. So A and the are articles. Okay, definite articles and indefinite articles. So we will learn about this in our next video. Okay. So here now turn the page. So punctuation. Okay children, today we will learn about punctuation. So a question mark is placed at the end. Now you have already learned about punctuation. Yes children. So here see, a question mark is placed at the end of the sentences to indicate that we are asking something and seeking an answer. Yes. So what did you dream of? The peddler's wife asked the peddler. Yes children. So here what you understand? We understood. What you understand? First read the sentence. Okay. Now see, a question mark is placed at the end of the sentence. A question mark is placed at the end of the sentence to indicate that we are asking something and are seeking an answer, like questions. Here see, what did you dream of? Question mark. Yes. The peddler's wife asked to the peddler. So like that, see here, correct the errors in punctuation in this paragraph. So what we have to do? We have to correct the errors in punctuation in this paragraph. First read the paragraph. Why have you been standing on this bridge? Why you have been standing on the bridge? Why you have been standing on the bridge for so many days? Yes? Here we are asking something. So what we have to do? We have to put a question mark here. Is there any help you require? Is there any help you require? This is also a question. So what we have to do? We have to put here question mark. Yes. I have been watching you and feel sorry for you. Can I get you some food? Yes. So what we have to do? We have to put an exclamation and interrogatory mark. Okay. A question mark. So an exclamation mark is put at the end of a sentence to show something sudden or surprising. It also shows strong emotions such as anger, joy and disappointment. So an exclamation mark is put at the end of sentence to show something sudden or sudden feelings. Yes, we put exclamation mark on sudden feelings and surprising. It also shows strong emotions such as anger, joy and disappointment. Get out. What a fun. Oh no, help me. So here what we have to do, we have to put an exclamation mark. Yes. So this is a symbol. This is a symbol of an exclamation mark. Okay children. Here this is an example. This is an symbol of exclamation mark. Now match the pictures to the sentence. What a splendid garden this is. So here look at this picture first. Okay, what a splendid garden this is. This is awful. Ouch, this insect's bite hurts. Fantastic, you solved it. You solved the puzzle. Fantastic, you solved the puzzle. I just won the medal. Hey. So here number 1, D. This is awful. This insect bite hurts. Yes. 3. Fantastic. You solved the puzzle. I just won the medal. So children, Today we have discussed the evaluation part of this chapter. Now what you have to do, you have to write each and every question in your fair book. Okay, so children, the next we will continue in next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.